Hi, fourth graders. Mrs. Hinterleiter here, bringing you your Chapter 12, Lesson 6 mini lesson for some extra practice. This lesson, we're working with metric units of length. So let's take a look at this page here, metric units of length. And then I have some of the problems transferred on the whiteboard for us to work through. So let's start reading here. Meters, M, that's its abbreviation. Decimeters, DM. And centimeters, cm, and millimeters, mm. So those are the four that we're going to be looking at today. So meters, decimeters, centimeters, and millimeters are all metric units of length. You can use a ruler and a meter stick to find out how these units are related. So let's look below because we have some examples of these meter sticks and rulers below. Step 1 says, look at this metric ruler, Most look like the one below. So you see here where it shows you 1 centimeter from the very first line to the one that shows you 1 centimeter. And if you look here, the one line to the next, that little tiny space is a millimeter. So you can see the difference here, right? 1 millimeter is just one little tiny jump from one line to the other, where 1 centimeter is 1 to the whole number, okay? So you can see the difference between millimeter and centimeter here. The short marks between each centimeter mark show millimeters. 1 centimeter has the same length as a group of 10 millimeters. So if you put 10 millimeters next to each other, you're going to equal 1 centimeter. Let's look at the next one. Step 2, look at the meter stick. Most look like the one below. So again, you'll see the 1 to the 10. They're showing you that that 1 to the 10 is a decimeter, okay? And this whole stick here is 1 meter. So you can look at the difference between a meter and a decimeter. The decimeter, if you put 10 decimeters together, you're going to get a meter. Where it says right here, 1 decimeter has the same length as a group of 10 centimeters, okay? Step 3, our job is to come up with these. Now, they've already been filled in for us, and they're gonna work as a really nice key here. So, using the ruler and the metric stick to compare the metric units of length. 1 centimeter is worth how many millimeters? Well, if we scroll back up, we said that how many millimeters had to be next to each other to equal a centimeter? That would be 10, which is listed right there. Let's look at the next one. 1 meter. This whole meter right here is worth how many decimeters? Well, we said if this is 1 decimeter, how many had to be put in a row to equal 1 meter? The answer again is 10. Over here, 1 decimeter. So one of these decimeters is worth how many centimeters? Well, if you counted all of these up, you would see that there are 10 centimeters in a decimeter. Okay, because we went from 1 to 10, which up here, 1 to 10 would be a centimeter. So the answer is 10 again. Last one, 1 meter. So this 1 large meter is worth how many centimeters? How many centimeters would be in a meter? Well, 100, a big 100. So if we look at some of the problems below, we're going to be doing a lot of multiplying by tens for 100. So I have on my whiteboard written these 4 problems. So let me try to bring up my whiteboard and grab my marker for you. So up top, I have our key. 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. 1 meter equals 10 decimeters. 1 decimeter equals 10 centimeters. And 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So I have that written up top. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this page so you can just see me. Okay, so as I said, I have the key written on my whiteboard and I have the problems here, okay? So let's look at our first problem. It says 3 meters equals blank decimeters. Well, if I look up top, I'm working with meters to decimeters. So if 1 meter is 10 decimeters, how many is 3? So underneath, I'm going to write for you what you should be thinking. And that is 3 times 10. There are 10 decimeters in 1 meter, and if I have 3 meters, that would equal 3 times 10, which is, very good, 30 decimeters. Okay, let's look at this next one right here. 5 meters equals how many centimeters? Well, here is my 1 meter. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So if I have 5 of them, I want you to think in your head before I write it, what would I be multiplying by? Check your work. Did you do 5 times 100? Did you think of that in your head or write it down somewhere next to you? I hope so, because there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So if I have 5 meters, I have 500 centimeters. Okay, 2 more. 4 centimeters equals how many millimeters? Well, I have 1 centimeter equaling 10 millimeters. So if I have 4 of those centimeters, you should be thinking or writing down 4 times 10. There are 10 in 1, so 4 times 10 equals, you guessed it, 40 millimeters. All right, last one. 9 decimeters equals how many centimeters? Well, let's look up here. I have 1 decimeter equaling 10 centimeters. So if 1 decimeter equals 10 centimeters, how many would 9 decimeters equal? You should be thinking, 9 times 10. There are 9 decimeters and there are 10 centimeters in each decimeter. So 9 times 10 equals 90. All right, 4th graders, thank you for joining me for a mini lesson on our math skill for the week. I will see you next week with some more mini math lessons. Bye-bye.